interested in the search for truth and rejecting of my guidance. And why would he want to listen to old Samus the Sage anyway? I'm only the master of Green Eco, one of the wisest men on the planet. So it seems the answer begins not with careful research or sensible thinking. Nay, as with many of fate's mysteries, it begins with but a small act of disobedience.
Hey! Jack, old green stuff told us not to come here.
Continue your search for artifacts in Eco. If the locals possess precursor items, you know what to do.
Deal harshly with anybody who strays from the village. We will attack it in due time.
What are we doing here anyway, Jack? This place gives me the creeps. Huh? Oh, stupid precursor junk. Eek! What is that dark ooze? It sure don't look friendly. The sage yaps on about the precursors that built this place all the time. Where did they go? Why did they build this crap? Now, I like precursor orbs and power cells as much as the next guy. But if you ask me, they must have been real losers. Wow! How did you do that? I think we're in trouble! Man, that stung! I told you we shouldn't have come here, and you listened! What? Okay. I'm fine.
What in green tarnation do you two want?
I was...
Don't tell me! Instead of heeding my wisdom, the two of you went mucking around in the only place that I told you not to go. Misty Island.
That's right, and then...
And, Daxter, you finally took a much-needed bath, but in a bathtub filled with dark eco.
Look, old man, are you gonna keep yapping, or are you gonna help me out of this mess?
I'm gonna keep yapping, because in my professional opinion, the change is an improvement. And besides, I couldn't help you if I wanted to.
What?
There's only one person who has studied Dark Eco long enough to have a chance at returning you to your previous form. Carl Acheron, the Sage. But he lives far to the north. Far, far to the north. Nobody has spoken to him in ages. I would teleport you there, but I can't do that either. None of the three sages that maintain the other teleporter gates have seen fit to turn their ends on for quite a while. The only other way north is by foot through the Fire Canyon, but its volcanic soil is hot enough to melt precursor metal. You can't just walk through it.
But you could fly over it, if you had a zoomer equipped with a heat shield. I just happen to be working on such a thing at this very moment. All I would need is 20 power cells to give it enough energy to withstand the canyon's heat. Isn't that right, Daddy?
Yes, Kira, that might work. But where are a boy and a half going to get 20 power cells?
From the villagers. Most of them have a power cell or two stashed away somewhere. And even if they aren't willing to just give them away, greasing their palms with a few precursor orbs should do the trick. And I bet there are even more of them out in the wilds just waiting for some brave adventurer to find.
Well, we've got the brave adventurer at least.
Brave adventurer? You two couldn't find your way out of the village without training. Before you do anything else, you better go through the warp gate and get some practice on Geyser Rock.
We won't find any more of that dark gooey eco stuff, will we? Cause I'd hate to fall in again and turn into you.
Get in there before I turn you both into ferns.
Guys, here's the thing. Jack and Daxter, along with many other PlayStation. As far as platformers go,
these floating egg-shaped things are precursor orbs. Collect enough of them, and some of the villagers will give you a power cell in exchange.
as far as platformers go, I'd argue it's like way better than most of the Mario games. Mario Odyssey is better than this because like it's got 20 years. It's made 20 years later. But this just moves so much better than anything else in its time.
This is a power cell, the most important precursor artifact you can find. You need to collect 20 of these so I can power the heat shield for your A-Grab Zoomer.
Doesn't weigh the player down with anything other than like the desire to explore. It says, hey, here's these things, go collect them. There's this big world. They're all over the place. Go explore it. And it's
Sometimes you'll want to hit things with a greater force. To break one of these boxes, you should jump in the air and then dive down onto it, hands first.
Hey, you found one of my scout flies. I sent 7 of them to each area to look for power cells, but the lurkers must have captured them all. Wow! That last scout fly had a power cell. I'll bet if you collect all 7 in each area, you can find even more power cells.
That's Blue Eco, which contains the energy of motion. Blue Eco allows you to run fast, break boxes, and even activate some precursor artifacts when you get near them.
okay, there's clearly boxes down here, so if I jump down there, I'm gonna be able to get back up. Yeah, let's find out.
Notice how each Blue Eco cluster you pick up increases the time you can use its power. This is a precursor door. It can only be opened by approaching the door while channeling Blue Eco through your body.
That's a Blue Eco vent. More concentrated than the floating clusters. This vent will give you a full charge of Blue Eco, letting you use it for the maximum time.
All kinds of precursor artifacts that have lain dormant for years. Those little green balls of energy on the ground are a type of eco. Pick up 50 small green ecos or one big green one to increase your health. You can jump once, then jump again in the air to reach even higher ledges. Good training, boys, but that's nothing compared to the challenges that lie ahead.
Then no problem. We got the moves, eh, Jack? We'd love to stay and chat, Big Green, but we're, itching to get on with our adventures.
Fine, fine. Adventure away, then. And while you're out adventuring, why don't you make yourself useful? My darn green eco-collectors are clogged up again. Head out to the far side of the beach and clear them out, why don't you? Follow the lamps. They'll take you right there. Now, all of you, get out of here!
That's not to say the game's perfect by today's standards. I mean, the camera is kind of not perfect, but it's better than a lot of
Gotta
others.
get this heat shield working.
Hey, baby. What do you say you and I go cruising on this A-Grav Zoomer?
Rule number 1, I don't date animals.
Ah, you don't know what you're missing.
Listen, if you need something to keep you busy, my father always talked about an ancient precursor pipeline hidden deep underground. Some of these pipes end in vents from which eco flows freely, and some have been capped off so that the eco is sealed back. There must be a way to turn the capped vents on. I traced part of the pipeline back to the Forbidden Temple. Maybe you should look there for some type of switch.
Oh, really? So I can basically save state the game? That's...
Hey! It looks like scout flies are always in red boxes.
Well, yeah, there, Daxter. Okay, but this is as far as I know, the first game that very famous developer Naughty Dog came out with. You know, from series like The Last of Us.
No, don't tell me that you two have problems as well. First I hear of monster sightings near the village, and now this. See those gears up there, boys? See them? See how they're not moving? That means our village has no power.
The eco beam coming from the jungle temple has been interrupted. And boys, everyone's too frightened to go out and find out what's happened.
Did you pay the bill?
Yeah. Oh, you're funny. Now look, if you two fix the eco beam, I'll give you a power cell. Oh, and another thing, if by any chance you're interested in making a contribution to my re-election campaign, I might be willing to part with yet another power cell. The minimum contribution is a very modest 90 precursor orbs.
So there's 3 different directions, I think, that I can go in at this point. There's a little boat I can take down that way, back to Misty Isle, where the game's intro cinematic happened. I can go this way, into the jungle. This way onto the coast. I think the coast is the best route. Although I do... The game does require some light backtracking, because whichever way you go, you'll have to go the other way again to unlock some stuff.
I'm as inspired as this rock.
This guy real quick.
Hey! Lil furry dude! Oh, I thought for a moment you were my muse.
Your what?
Haven't you ever seen a muse before? It's a little glowing squirrel about your size, full of spunk, and crazy as a lark.
Oh, I get it. Like a sidekick.
As a matter of fact, without my muse, I just can't sculpt. But with her around, I see beauty in everything, you know? Right now, I couldn't chisel my way out of a box. I think she ran away to that Misty Island. I just hope she's all right. It's worth a power cell if you bring her back to me.
Wait a minute! We are not going back to Misty Island! Are we?
Right, to the coast. Oh, okay. That was close.
All right! More orbs! just snagged a power cell. Let's go kick some big bird butt.
One more of these. Get by having the lead guy. Holy shit! Good.
We've scrounged enough orbs to trade for a power cell. Let's get back and make the switch already.
Of course, this game is from the era of wisecracking main characters or sidekicks. So Daxter's definitely better of those kinds of protagonists. He's intentionally sarcastic and obnoxious, but he ends up being more likable.
Decided to unblock my collectors. I would offer my congratulations, but you have so much to do, I won't waste your time. By the way, if things don't work out, Daxter could always get a job controlling the village rat problem.
There's something below this giant hole that I can do.
Punch those poles out from below. So we got a Precursor launcher here, but you aren't powered up with the blue stuff. So it ain't gonna help us! Hey, seagulls! Let's buzz them for kicks. caused an avalanche. Let's check it out.
Good job. Now meet me down here by the egg. Oh, my. I hope the poor dear's okay. Here's a power cell for your valor.
That's a fluff.
Oh, no. No, 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 no.
Look, isn't that cute? It thinks you're its mama.
Ah, I'm not your mom. You see any feathers here?
Oh, love at first sight. Oh. Listen, boys. I'll take this little chick back to the village with me and work with the sage to take care of her.
We will get to ride it later. It is amazing. Let's swim over to the pelican.
Ahooga! Ahooga! Dive for those orbs, Jack! Dive! All right! You found all the scout flies in this area. Quick! We have to get to the power cell before the pelican scoops it up again.
So, Damn it. Yes, it is. Oh. Oh, we got it. Wasn't the red emulation was the problem? It's oh, there's more Precursor. Got it. Fuck you, bro. Okay, so we saw some more Precursors. Water. So I gotta figure out how. I think I could get nice. I think that's part of the backtracking you have to do. Part of some of the weekend events aren't active yet. After I turn them on from the jungle, they will be. So I think I've done everything I can each. To the mayor, get a power cell from him.
So, you want to make a contribution? Good. A sizable one, I hope. Yes! Oh, it's a sizable contribution. I just hope this power cell adequately represents my gratitude.
Alright, so Did we bribe a politician? I don't know. This is clearly where the bird lady lives. She's not here right now.
Gotta bring in the crops for her. Gotta milk those yak cows. Gotta milk those yak cows. Oh, it's you. Oh, just resting my tired bones. I've been trying to get those ornery yak cows back into the pen all day. Some strange creatures tried to steal them earlier. You think you could help an old man try to get them back into the corral?
Slight animal cruelty? I don't know if we need to punch him. Oh, we got oh, that's four. I think I do two this. Let's try to do this. One trip this square. Oh, you turn around. What you think about it? You're so close. Go into the pen. I'm going. Oh. Oh, I'm the wrong way.
That lazy farmer owes us a power cell. Let's go talk to him.
Ah, well done, my boy. You actually got those flea bags back into the pen. Now I can sleep in peace. Take this power cell for your trouble.
Canyon, we'll cross once we get the speeder bike. Zoomer. Whatever it's called. Either way, I wish you had those. Like a hover bike would be sick. Screw self-driving electric cars. I want those.
Wow! Check out that funky sculpture sitting on the rocks over there.
Some of these jumps actually require a great deal of skill to make.
This must be a...
Who awakens the Oracle? Wait, one of you has the light within. From before time, I have watched and waited for the true hero to return. Present to me 120 precursor orbs for each power cell I contain.
Oh, I'm 7 short. That 7th scout flight must be in the village. It's gotta be hidden like, on the beach, in the village somewhere. Maybe. Get these precursors. Well, this is technically still Sandover Village. Really? That, that is all of the beach and quite a bit of the village. We'll do the jungle next time.